jank stream. Let's talk about all this stuff that's been going on. First thing I've noticed, okay, let's talk about the obvious, okay? First thing I've noticed is that the tents, you notice the tents? All of them have these green tents. Campus protests. Green tents. Why would they have that? Well, obviously they're getting funded from someone outside. And, yeah. So, trying to find a picture of the green tents. There's some right there. Okay, you see those green tents? Most of them have these green tents. Now, I know some people have been camping before. We've been camping, right? I've been camping. Not everybody when you go camp. Everybody's camp, like when you camp, everybody's stuff is different. All right, so that was 2 days ago. That's Columbia, Yale. Where are the other green tents? There we go. So that's Michigan right here. So Michigan, green tents. Columbia, green tents. Green tents. Green tents. You see? See up here? Green tents. You know, some differences. They're not all green tents, but there's a lot of green tents. So just kind of wondering, seems a little, oh, look at that. Green tents. A lot of green tents. Green tent. Do you see? Do you see? Oh, look at this one. Green tents. Now, on the one it said Michigan, on the other it said Yale and Columbia. So, I mean, these all might be stock footage. I can't say definitively that they're all the same green tents, yada, yada, yada. But it is a very interesting thing to see all of the green tents. There's one picture I saw, it had like an aerial photo. And, oh, see right there. There's a good one. Where is it? That one right there. See that? See the green tents? But they had a green, it was a little bit better than this one, but it was right from above, and it was literally like green tent, green tent, green tent, green tent. So, you know, we're upgrading our camping gear, and we're going to be getting one of those kind that you just, it takes 5 minutes and one person can do. I forget the name of them. My wife has been spotting them, hunting them out. So we went camping a lot like 3 years ago, and then I think that's because of Rona. We kind of, you know, we're going camping because it's one of the few things you could do. And then, of course, the world opened back up, and then we started just traveling again like we usually, you know, not usually, but like we like to do. And we went to out west. We did the big tour out there. Then we went to Iceland. But, I mean, it's very interesting to see all of these people, and there's a lot of, like, uniformity to it. Kevin Grip, thanks for being a member for 21 months, man. It's great. The membership has been growing. Hopefully I've been doing some good work in the background, putting it on there that, you know, like the headlines from last night. I know the jank stream is tough on some people's eyes, folks, but I can explain it. I'm not going to, but jank streams are very helpful to my channel. okay? So I'm just going to leave it at that. And you can use your intelligent mind to figure out why that is. But how many people think that this thing is going to go sideways? I think it's going to go sideways. I think things are going to really start to get out of hand here pretty soon. And part of the main reason I think is, and this isn't a I'm on board or I'm not on board, I'm actually teaching satyagraha and peaceful protest right now in a unit and showing the different things that's going on. I love being I don't know how to put it, a teacher that is up on current events. Like I'm teaching Gandhi and I'm teaching Mandela, you know, and I give the students an update on where South Africa is. You know, South Africa was, you know, tough on African Americans. Apartheid was horrible, and then things started to equalize and got better, and everything was, you know, working, and they were becoming a you know, solid state in the African continent. And then all of a sudden, over the last 5 years, I think his name's Mahatma, I forget his name. He's the party is the African National Congress, I believe, ANC. ANC is incredibly racist, incredibly anti-other, and it's not just whites, it's Indians too. Marxist, Leninist, violent, spewed a lot of hatred. So I like updating them and showing where, you know, sometimes these go, because sometimes, you know, peaceful protests are good and they work out, and then 30 years down the road, things are bad. Venezuela, I tell them all the time, was the richest country in South America in 2004, and lo, but 20 years later, 2024, it is now a terrible place to live. You know, maybe it's good, I don't know. I don't live there. What we get up here in Western media says that it's not a great place, and, you know, Maduro is miedra. So, from what I've heard, I don't know that though. I don't live under him personally, so that's part of my problem. I'm like an eternal skeptic, I guess. Free thinker, but critical thinker, but hardcore skeptic. I've seen too much in my time where I just don't take anything at face value. I have to, you know, that's why I think it's been tough on a faith-based level, and I'm working on it because I'm just so skeptical. And I'm not skeptical of Christ and all that. I'm just, you know, it takes a lot for my brain to kind of submit and be faith-based. So, sidebar there. But Christ is king. We know that. I love him, and I know he loves me. He loves you. So, yeah. Where's all this coming from? I mean, I could tell 3 days ago. I pride myself as being a little prescient with what's to come. And 2 days ago, I said, something's going on. These campus protests are getting a little bit cray-cray. And now, of course, well, here you are. They are officially cray-cray, and things are going sideways. I mean, May 4th is the anniversary of Kent State. For those that know, 4 dead in Ohio. So we do have a long and illustrious history as a country of campus protests and campus mishap and violence. So, but I mean, it's spreading all over. I mean, Reed College, I don't even know where Reed College is. I know it's USC, I know it's Texas, I know it's Columbia, of course, Yale. So, I mean, do you think it's organic? If you think these are organic, put a 1 in the chat. If you think that these are inorganic and these are funded, aided, abetted by outside nefarious forces, put a 2. If you think they're funded, aided, abetted by not nefarious but outside forces, put a 3. Because there's people saying that, oh, this is George Soros, and I personally think that this kind of hurts the Democrat Party, and George Soros is very much in that camp. So I don't understand what that would be. But then again, if you know Soros's history, he really likes the balkanization, the disruption, the dismantling of large former economic powerhouses like Britain, which he destroyed their currency in the 80s and profited wildly from it. So check that story out. So he knows how to do it. He's not dumb. He's got the resources, and there's a lot of people that think that he's got a hand in this. For better or for worse. I don't know, but I don't understand why, if he is on that team, because to me, this would be very harmful to the Democrat Party, because it kind of bifurcates them, it splits them, and if your vote is split, I honestly don't even understand where the party, honestly, I don't understand either party anymore. So we'll just open that up to everyone. But I think if you've been on my channel long enough, you know that I know that, I don't believe that there are political answers to all the stuff going on in our country right now. I don't. I wish I did. I did not too long ago. I did in 2020 and 2016. I thought there might be a political answer, but now I just don't see it. I just see a decay. I hope someone comes in and does great things. The president is the president of the whole country. If the guy I don't want, or the girl I don't want to get in, I still want them to do beneficial things for the country. I don't want them to harm anyone. So here we are. This is America 2024. Let's look at some more pictures, and I know people go, oh, it's this group's fault or that group's fault or whatever. Someone put a comment in, it's like both sides are kind of to blame for all of this. And, realistically speaking, I'd say that's the best explanation. There's Eric Adams. Eric Adams said he thinks that this is from outside influences because he's never seen anything like it. He pointed out the green tents up there, top picture. I don't know. Do you think this is going to keep going? Do you think this is going to spread like wildfire? I do. That's the problem. You see this right here, the Berkeley student movement. The problem with a lot of these people, and this is a personal opinion, they think that they're on to like the next thing. And they think that they're going in and doing like progressive, world-changing stuff. Now, all of this could have been avoided, and you could put all kinds of scenarios in that would back that up and make it. It doesn't help right now that Hamas has basically said they're not going to negotiate at all. They said they would, and if you're following the crisis report, it's going to go on here in about 10 minutes. YouTube.com/@crisis report. Hamas came out and said basically, unless there is there's my cat. A two-state solution, if that happened, they would disband. But I don't know. I don't think they will. So, if October 7th wouldn't have happened, this wouldn't have happened. If Hamas and Israel could combine and do a ceasefire and a hostage deal. It's kind of tough to do a hostage deal if you don't really have any hostages left. Now, there is supposedly one guy that had his arm cut off and said he's been a captive for like 200 days or almost 200 days. I think we're on day 202 now of all this. So I'm not for or against. I'm anti-war. I guess that's the biggest thing. These people right here, they think they're doing world-changing stuff. That lovely lady on the right thinks that she's probably helping things. Maybe she is. I don't know. Maybe she isn't. Uh-oh. It'd really help if I plugged in my microphone. There, how's that? Sitting here with a headphone set on and, yeah. So, yeah, look at that lady right there. So, I don't know. Paychecks for crisis acting. Well played, sir. Well played. Anybody check the Craigslist? That's where they always go. They go to Craigslist. And they go to Craigslist and they give a little thing and they say, hey, $250 for a little camping, little activism, and stuff like that. They're those green tents again. So, I don't know. Friends. It is a mess. So I guess I'll say this. What I do know is that right now we are sitting on a powder keg. Right now this is moving towards a lot of problems. And right now there are major things that are going on that are going to potentially hurt us as a country. Think about the down south. Think about our new neighbors. There is a video of a guy that had an Abu Obaida sweatshirt on. If you guys don't know who he is the masked leader of Hamas. And this guy was just checking it out, and he's on I think he's in Chicago at Northwestern. And the guy's sitting there, and he's got, full facial regalia on. He can't see anything. And he's got the Abu Obaida Hamas shirt thing on. And the guy's like, hey, who's that on your sweatshirt? And he's like, your mother. And the guy took it very well. He's like, oh, seriously, man, just asking, who is it? I'm interested. And the guy breaks down. He goes, oh, it's Abu Obaida. He goes, oh, isn't he like, the leader of Hamas and yada yada? And he says, yes, he is. And they try to get him to say something, and the thing cuts off. But the point that I'm making is that man, Abu Obaida, if I'm saying his name correctly, I hope I am, leads a group that has done some violent things. And the guy looked like he was potentially a member of that group. And so, what does that look like? What happens if these groups that are fighting over there decide to come on over here? What happens there? So, I don't know. I'm concerned, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm concerned that this is going to get moving. It's going to grow. It's going to become much more disruptive because these people are now starting to become inventive in the way that they disrupt. They want to disrupt. We saw that happen last week with the Golden Gate Bridge. Now they're on campuses. They said they were going to expand out. They are expanding out. And yeah, looks like they have funding. And it looks like they've got a lot of people that are sympathetic to all of this. So think about that. I'm not sure what side you're on or that. You know what? I'm trying to keep this channel big tent friendly. I'm not looking to. I just want to give people information. You're smart. You can take of it what it was. If I could go back and switch things early on when I was doing it, I would not have gotten so political in 2020. So, which, by the way, we just had our 4-year anniversary here. And then I went faceless in June of 2020. And that's when PrepperNow really started rolling, interestingly enough. And here we are. Now the crisis report. Oh, by the way, a lot of people said Popular Preparedness had Popular Report had a thing. He said, who do you guys go to news for? And he laid out pinball, I think Patara, I want to say Bear, I might be wrong. And they said, put who else in the comments. A lot of people said Marfugal, a lot of people said Patara, pinball. But I had about 7 or 8 people say PrepperNow, say crisis report. So I really appreciate the people that said that and put me in there. So thank you. I'm trying to do some good work for everybody, trying to make it so we're putting out good information, solid, trying to be right down the center, not really hyperbolic or crazy, just good stuff. A lot of people said New York Prepper. A lot of people said Bear Independent. A lot of people said Prepper Nation. So good stuff, good company. Surprise More didn't say Magic. Surprise More didn't say a few people, good amount said Angry. And I don't know. It was interesting. So. Yeah, Patara's good. She's good. I like having a female voice. She does some dorky stuff too. I like that as well. But I don't know, folks. Where are we going with all this? What's to come? Where are we? What's going to make this explode? Are we looking at a powder keg, or is this going to fizzle out here in a couple weeks once finals are over? Interestingly enough. That is where they probably are in their college. They're probably getting ready for finals. Finals are usually first, second week of May, most major colleges. So they're probably getting geared up for that. Well, all right. We're going to go on over to the Crisis Report, youtube.com/@Crisis Report. If you'd like to check out the news, got about 36 minutes, 37 minutes of world on fire, and we're going to cover it all. Most comprehensive news on YouTube, as we say. So to those that put my name out there as a solid news source, I really appreciate it, and we'll keep doing it. For those that are here for the first time, hopefully you hit the like button, the subscribe thing, and all that, and hopefully you're sharing me out, and love to have you back for more. We do the jank stream every once in a while. I'm going to get back to doing normal live streams. I was almost up on my hours on StreamYard, so I had to kind of go this way, but it's fun to do a jank stream from time to time. That's what I call this for the people not familiar, kind of janky live stream. So turn the phone on, start talking into it, and look at pictures on the internet with you. All right, friends, God bless. Stack, stock, stick to the plan. Keep your head on the swivel and your powder dry. And I appreciate you coming by PrepperNow. going over the crisis report, and we'll see you on the next one.